had a great time all week with the Heart of Downtown York promotion as we played Downtown in the background. I couldn't think of more appropriate music this morning, although Brian said this is the worst video he's ever seen in his life. But hey, Brian, it was done in 1964. Give it a break, okay? I mean, come on. Isn't that Petula Clark that sang this song? Or Petula Clark, depending on who you are? Or Perpetual Clark? I don't know. No, it was Petula Clark. Okay, there you go. Who was in the movie To Sir With Love, which is a dated reference. And probably the young ladies in the room here with me know nothing about that. And I'm talking about Meagan Feaser of Downtown York, Inc., and I'm talking about Cindy Steele of the Central Market. And welcome to both of you this morning here on the Gary Sutton Show. Great to have you with me.
Thank you. Great to be here.
And I'm going to tell you to pull your mics right in front of you there. Don't be afraid. Eat them up. Okay, it's not a problem. They're both nervous. Well, why would you be nervous with me this morning?
I don't know. We're here as representatives of our downtown. It's a place that we love, and we want to, represent it well.
See, that doesn't sound nervous at all. That's great, and you should. And so Meagan is representative, obviously, of downtown York. Cindy represents the Central Market right now, one of my favorite places in all the world, Cindy. I tell you what, I could hang out at the Central Market a long time.
So could I. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit. I want to go to the Central Market first. We're going to give away, by the way, this hour. And in fact, while we're talking, and so we'll announce the winner on the air. Let's do this first. We have a giveaway for Downtown York. Downtown York Inc. And I had not heard about this until just this week. By the way, we've been giving away prizes all week long. We started out with Foster's Flower Shop, a $50 gift certificate down at 27 North Beaver Street. We then went to the Blue Moon Restaurant at 361 West Market Street. Then we jumped over to 313 East Market Street. We gave away a dozen colorful roses, artistically designed, by the way, at Butera the florist, who did just a fabulous job with that. Then we headed over to the Watch and Jewelry Repair and the Watchmaker's Daughter over at 22 North Beaver Street. And then it was just a little further down Beaver Street. We went to 48 North Beaver Street, the White Rose Bar and Grill. We gave away $50 gift certificates at both those places. So today, we come to the last two, and maybe the biggest two.
Yeah.
The Grace Manor Bed and Breakfast, which is a retreat in the city. Apparently a great place. I have not been there. I say apparently.
It's gorgeous.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's right in the heart of Weko, which is west of the Cadorus. It's downtown. It's a perfect place to stay, and then you can have, you go out to dinner, you do your shopping, and then you come back and you never have to leave the downtown. And it's a beautiful old historic bed and breakfast.
I understand it's also a great place if you're thinking about having a wedding or a shower.
Absolutely.
I'm not talking about a shower where you get wet. I'm talking about the kind of shower.
You can do that there too. Sure.
Can you do that too? They have showers there. Yeah, obviously, because if you're staying there. And then you have corporate meetings there, right? Mm-hmm. Now, you could hold your next event, obviously, at Grace Manor if you are of a mind. But they're at 258 West Market Street right here in downtown York. And you can visit Grace Manor Bed and Breakfast or GraceManorB&B.com. GraceManorB&B.com. Now, right now, we are going to take let's be tough today. The eighth caller. For $75 off $199 stay. $75 off $199 stay. That's pretty cool.
It's a great deal.
And all you have to do is call 1-800-357-0910. And Meagan will be very, very happy to read the name of that person who wins when we come back. But let's talk a little bit about... I'm going to go to Sydney first here this morning. I want to talk about the market. Give me a little history of the Central Market, because it is a place where a lot of us have headed for a lot of years.
Yeah. So as I studied the Central Market, it has a really cool history. In 1974, it takes it back before the actual market house was built. The vendors would come to the square in their wagons with their horses. They had to have permission from William Penn and from John and Richard Penn to set up there in the square, and they would sell their goods to the population. And as it grew, in 1790, it was 90% of the population were farmers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then I did, as I researched back, by 1990, only 2.6% are farmers. So it's a little sad to know.
That is kind of sad.
But and let's see, it also in 1790 it took 250 to 300 labor hours in order to get 100 bushels of wheat.
Oh my goodness!
And as time passed, in 1980 it took 2 to 3 hours to get 100 bushels of wheat.
Isn't that amazing?
So it is amazing. So it's just a little history, back on our farmers. The market house itself was built in 1888, and it was they brought shipbuilders in from Baltimore, and they constructed these timbers up the ceiling. If you ever look in the market house, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It looks like a ship inside.
Yeah, I think it's just the architect. I'm a nut about architecture, so I go inside a place like that, and it just I could be looking around and like I'm a little kid in a candy store. You know, the other thing that was great in 1790 and now here again in 2015, parking's still free.
It is.
There you go.
We have our own parking garage. It's across from the White Rose Bar and Grill. On Saturdays, parking is free. Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's $2 to park over there. But, yeah.
It still isn't bad. You know, Tuesdays and Thursdays, but Saturdays is just a great time to go. Parking's free. Same as in 1790. That's the one thing you share, and then you share some of the building that was around in 1790. You know, what kind of things can you find at the market? Because I know it's constantly changing, and you always have the fresh vegetables and the fresh meats and things like that. And yet there's a lot of other kind of cool little niche areas you can find there as well.
Well, I was talking to your receptionist in the lobby before I came in here, and she said, I haven't been to the market in years. She said it turned into a flea market. And I think a lot of people believe that that's what our market is. And you would be shocked when you come into the market. It is truly a farmer's market. We have fresh fruits and vegetables. We have a butcher. We have a deli. Lots of really cool bakery items, things that you can't find anywhere else in York. You can get them at Central Market. That's
one of the things I really like. You've got some great events coming up, too. Tell us a little bit about some of the events that are down the way here.
So in partnership with Downtown Inc., they help us a lot. We do a First Friday. If you come in the city on First Fridays, the streets are full of people shopping at the shops. The market is open. Many of the restaurants are open to serve dinner that night, which is a really fun thing. We're working with Wolfgang Candy we're going to do a chocolate bunny eating contest in the market. And just like Grace Manor, you can have a wedding in the market. We rent the market out now for weddings, bridal showers, corporate events.
I may have to remarry my wife again. I might have to come down there. That would be really a neat thing. I have never thought about the market as a place to have a wedding, but what a neat idea.
Right. And you can also, Butera the Florist is in our market. You can get your wedding cake. You can order your flowers. I mean, you can sort of do a whole wedding production there at the market.
And there's only one way to find out about it. Get on down there and take a walk through. To me, there's something pure about the market. There just is something that you, not just going back in time, but it's something neat about you're together with other people in the community, and it's really just a very cool thing. So, by the way, I think Brian has got a winner for us. So, Brian, I'm going to pull Brian in here very quickly. Brian Dean over at the controls today. And who won our $75 gift certificate off the $199 overnight stay down at the Grace Manor Bed and Breakfast, Brian?
Well, Gary, we have Krista Kelly.
Krista Kelly is our winner. Very good. So Krista Kelly is heading down to the Grace Manor B&B at 258 West Market Street in downtown York, and you can visit GraceManorBnB.com if you want to get down there and you're not named Grace Kelly. All right. So in this case, Kristen Kelly. Okay, Grace Kelly's long gone, but Kristen's still around. She's going to be vibrant and enjoy that whole thing. Now, Meagan Feaser is with us also from downtown Yorking. Mm-hmm. Meagan, you got to be excited right now. You know, I've talked about our downtown, and I remember when I was a kid, it was not 1790, but I was back maybe, it was 1960s, right? And I used to go downtown for everything. I mean, we went downtown for my trombone lessons at Julius's old place down there right close to where the Gates house is. We went shopping for our summer clothes and our winter clothes and everything down there. My dad's tailor was down there at a little place called Gregory's along the street. Went to the Bon-Ton and Bears and McCrory's and you name it. And up and down, it was vibrant. And then for a while, we moved everything out to the suburbs. We forgot about the downtown. And a lot of us ask, you know, what does York want to be when it grows up again? It looks to me like it's growing up again, thanks to people like you and Cindy and a whole lot of other people that have decided to really invest in the downtown. Tell me about what downtown York's doing right now and some of the 32 business openings that are going on there as well.
Absolutely. So downtown is back. By all means, downtown is back. We held 32 new business ribbon cuttings last year. We've already held 6 this year in 2015, and we have more scheduled coming. And that's, you know, restaurants and shops and all sorts of exciting experiences downtown. We have a new business that just opened up that's called Escape Games Live. And it's a really cool concept. It's taking place in some larger cities where essentially you're locked in a room with a group of friends, and you're given clues that you have to solve in order to get out. And so these experiences that you can have in larger cities are now things that you're going to be able to have fun with and experience in downtown York. In the last year alone, we opened several new eateries and businesses. We have Tutoni's, which is an Italian-inspired Mediterranean restaurant, Bruvino, which pairs, really artisan pizzas with craft beer. Baron von Schwein is an amazing barbecue restaurant that started from a food truck, actually, and found a home base in downtown York. York City Pretzel Company opened at the end of the year, and that's a working bakery that also has a storefront, so you can purchase fresh, hot, soft pretzels. So food-wise and beer-wise, especially, downtown York is a great place to come down and to fill your stomach, really. But shopping, especially, Beaver Street, has really been in business for going on a decade now. And that sort of served as the anchor for shopping right outside Central Market, where you have Kimmons for gifts and you have Arthur and Daughters for great luxury consignment. Elizabeth and West opened up. They have really trendy, fashionable clothing. Watchmaker's Daughter, as you mentioned. But we're expanding beyond that market district now, even across the Codorus. We're going west into Waco. There's a lot of great new businesses that are opening there. And then Royal Square is a new neighborhood that really started coming about last year. It's a wonderful arts district. There's some great shopping there. There's about to be some great restaurants as well. So it's not the downtown people remember from 20 years ago. It's really an exciting place to be.
And I think one of the coolest ways of really getting involved in it is maybe the First Fridays concept, which has been really a hit. It started out with 6 businesses, or about a dozen businesses, I guess. It's now expanded to 55 that are taking part in First Fridays?
And beyond. It's wonderful. First Fridays really started about 6 or 7 years ago, and it did. It started with maybe a dozen venues participating. It was sort of like pulling teeth. People weren't really understanding, what this concept was about. But now that they've seen the foot traffic and they've seen the excitement of people coming downtown on First Friday, we have interest from people outside of downtown who want to get in on the action. It's a great night. A lot of the shops, have special promotions going on. Restaurants have special promotions, and it's really become the night to come downtown, in York. And it's my goal. It's my hope to make every Friday like a First Friday. So that's what I'm striving for.
Kind of like us guys like to make Valentine's Day every day of the year, right?
There you go. Exactly.
Every day. And how about every day be First Friday downtown York? By the way, while we're away here on the break, we're going to give away our final Heart of Downtown York prize, and Cindy's face is going to light up here because what we are doing, ranked in the top 15 among the 100 most celebrated markets in the country. We're talking about the Central Market of York, from farm stands to restaurants and everything from the table. And you heard Cindy talk about that a moment ago. You can find it at the market, open Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving away the final prize now, a total of 10 $5 gift certificates to spend anywhere you want to in the market. Anywhere. 10 $5 gift certificates. And what do you say, Brian? Let's make this the number 10, right? 10 $5 gift certificates. We'll go our 10th caller right here. Call 1-800-357-0910 during the break. When we come back, we're going to find more about downtown York and the market with Meagan Feaser and Cindy Steele here on the Gary Sutton Show on News Radio 910 WSBA. The lines are open right now. Give a call. You want those 10 $5 gift certificates? Call 1-800-357-0910. Back right after this on WSBA. Welcome back to the Gary Sutton Show with Cindy Steele and Meagan Feaser. Cindy Steele of the Central Market in downtown York, and Meagan Feaser of Downtown York Incorporated. And, we had a winner during the break here. Our final winner of the week, and I'll tell you what, we have all kinds of winners this week, but I'll tell you who the real winners are. You go downtown York, and you go to the Central Market, and you go to all the wonderful places that are there now and rediscover York, you will be the winners in the long run as people who are listening out there. And even if you didn't win a prize this week. So, Brian, our final winner of the week, drum roll, please. Who is it? Thank you, Brian. That was a great drum roll. It sounds like
Stephen Flinchbaugh.
Stephen Flinchbaugh. So, Stephen has won 10 $5 gift certificates to be spent anywhere in the market. And maybe even get a hug from Cindy as well, right? Cindy Steele said she'll maybe give a hug. The market open again Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Stop by. If you haven't been there in a while, and, like our receptionist said today, get back there because there is an awful lot to see at the Central Market. Final couple things here from both of you, Meagan and Cindy. Meagan Feaser, of course, of downtown New York. You were talking about, we've talked about other days like First Fridays, but what about Small Business Saturday? There have been a couple businesses this year, I know one for sure, that have their biggest day on Saturday. So if you want evidence that downtown New York is coming back, there's one.
Right, absolutely. The holiday shopping season was huge for downtown York. Black Friday, of course, but Small Business Saturday has really become a focus for a lot of people to make sure that they're spending their dollars downtown. Research has shown that in a downtown, independent businesses, if you spend your money there, 68% of that recycles back into the community. So It's really important to spend your money locally. And we've seen people really take up on that cause. And so Small Business Saturday this year in downtown York was historically the biggest day for a vast majority of our downtown businesses. Kimmons, for example, which is right on the corner of Philadelphia Street and Beaver Street, had their biggest day in history in more than a decade on Small Business Saturday 2014. So it was an amazing holiday shopping season for downtown.
By the way, in the old days, that was known as Mike's Nut Shop, I think, before that moved out. And then Mike's Nut Shop blew up at one point in time, which was a shame. But that was not in downtown York. No. It was way outside a little bit. Anyway, Restaurant Week. You want to check out the restaurants in downtown York. We've given away a couple gift certificates this week to the Blue Moon, to White Rose, both hot places. But you've got Restaurant Week coming up. Not this week, but the following week, February 21st to 28th, a great time to be getting down there and testing out the food in downtown York.
Absolutely. So February 21st through 28th, it's a Saturday to Saturday. We have 29 York City restaurants that are participating. The idea is that you can get a prefixed dinner, lunch, breakfast at many of these downtown eateries. So you get lunch for $5, $10, or $15. Dinner is $20, $30, or $40. The theme this year for Restaurant Week is it's about the food. So not only are you getting a great price, but a lot of the restaurants really went above and beyond to put together special menus for things that you can only get during Restaurant Week. So if you haven't been downtown in a while, it's a great time to come down and check us out again.
And by the way, it might be about the food, but there's also great service at a lot of the restaurants you go to. It's fabulous service going on right there. You've got some other special events coming up. I know Girlfriends Weekend, March 6th to 8th is coming up.
Right, absolutely. So first Friday in March, March 6th, the theme is Girls Weekend or Girls Night Out, and then that leads into Girlfriends Weekend. So starting next week, there will be buttons available for purchase at a lot of the downtown shops. You purchase a button for $5, and then during Girlfriends Weekend, you can use that button at a lot of downtown restaurants, at a lot of downtown shops for discounts and specials. And then a lot of our different locations downtown are offering special classes for girlfriends to come out and enjoy. So at York City Pretzel Company, you can twist some pretzels. There's a jewelry stamping class at the Watchmaker's Daughter. There's a wine glass painting class at Prime Art Supply. So it's just an excuse to, have some fun, come out with your girlfriend, spend the weekend in downtown York.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's all kinds of great things coming up. And then go to where? Downtown York?
DowntownYorkPA.com is our website. You can find all of the information there.
And now I got to get back over to Cindy because I put her on witness protection here for a few minutes. But Cindy Steele with the Central Market, one of the things that strikes me is if for people that have been to the market or if you haven't been to the market is kind of, I know back in the 1790s you were talking about, was a place you went every week. Right. And for a lot of people, even today in New York, it's a place you go. Every week because it's part of who you are. But for people who haven't been back there in a while, a lot of the names they know and trust here in the county, the Maple Donut names, a lot of the names they hear of produce providers are all down there. You have places that you've trusted for a long time. And then you have, the seafood places and all kinds of other things going on. What's your favorite place in the whole market? You have? I shouldn't ask you that, should I? That was bad.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
Every place
is my favorite place.
Thank you.
Yes.
And, again, we want people to get back on down there. Really, the market to me is still part of the heart and soul of the first capital of the United States, and we ought to revel in that whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Some of those vendors have been there over 70 years, from generation to generation, fourth and fifth generation produce and meat vendors.
And, just get on down to the market. Again, tomorrow's a great start to that, right?
Absolutely.
Open tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
We have lots of Valentine's Day specials, chocolate-covered strawberries. You can get your roses. Anything you need for your sweetie, you can get at the market.
For you guys who have been kind of lingering here a little bit this week, or maybe I should say lagging this week, and you say, geez, I'm stuck. Where do I get fresh flowers? Where do I get some Valentine's Day special? The Central Market. may bail you out tomorrow. Plus, take your wife down there for a walk. What could be better than a Valentine's Day walk through the Central Market, right?
Well, you know what? It's a great place to go for breakfast. You can get a really delicious breakfast at many of our vendors. Mezzogiorno is a really good spot to go. He does all his products are locally sourced. He makes a really good pancake, really good waffle. So you want to go out for a Valentine's Day breakfast, this will be a good spot.
I am salivating right now.
Yeah.
I just got done losing a lot of weight. I'm still doing it, but I'm salivating. Salivating, I say. Anyway, so you're sitting there thinking, Gary, what can I do to revel in all of this Valentine's Day celebration? Get to downtown York. And you've got a lot of reasons to get there, as you've heard here this morning from Meagan and Cindy. Started out tomorrow with the Central Market. Continued on February 21st to 28th when they have Restaurant Week at downtown York. You got all these different things going on, and all you have to do is go again to the websites. Meagan Feaser, one more time.
DowntownYorkPA.com.
And over here for Cindy?
CentralMarketYork.com.
I want to tell you, Cindy Steele, Meagan Feaser, two lovely ladies. I had my picture taken with them this morning. I'll tell you what, forget the middle guy, but the two on the outside, great people. And they'll be on Facebook.com/910WSBA. We thank you so much for joining me this morning. I tell you, it's just been lovely. And keep me up to date on what's going on downtown, okay?
Will do. There's so much.